When John Cena comes out next weekend, we're going to hear those iconic horns or trumpets, whatever they are, in his entrance music. But those sounds may also land them in court because Cena, WWE, and TKO are all being sued over it. This is a crazy story. Brandon Thurston had a story about this on Post Wrestling, and Billboard did a story on it as well. A new federal lawsuit filed this week in New York against WWE, TKO, John Cena, and others objects to the use of a sample to create one of wrestling's most recognizable entrance themes, Cena's "The Time Is Now." The dispute centers around the iconic horn arrangements that introduce and play throughout the theme. The complaint was submitted to the court just over a week before Cena is scheduled to wrestle what is being promoted as his retirement match on Saturday night's main event. Filed on Tuesday in the Southern District of New York, the lawsuit claims the horn-driven intro and outro used in Cena's theme music were copied from a 1974 cover recording arranged by Canadian band leader, the late Pete Schofield. The complaint was submitted by Schofield's daughter, Kim, who says she now owns the copyrights to the record and the music that she says is an original arrangement. The complaint lays out a complex dispute over intellectual property rights. Schofield's late father's recording was itself a cover of a Bobby Russell song, but the younger Schofield asserts that the horn intro and outro added were original, and those are the parts that she claims were sampled for the Cena theme. The case may hinge on whether those horn sections are protectable elements of the Schofield arrangement or an unlicensed derivative work of Russell's song. Schofield alleges that in 2017, she reached a written settlement with WWE and received a one-time payment of $50,000. However, she now claims WWE withheld key information during negotiations to induce her to sign the agreement. In addition to WWE, TKO, and Cena, also named as defendants are music producer Jacob Brian Dutton, music publisher Pix Russ Music, and Cynthia Joe Russell. Dutton is the producer who mixed Cena's theme. Pix Russ Music holds the rights to the Russell recording, along with Russell's widow, Cynthia. According to the complaint, the sampled material in Cena's theme comes from Pete Schofield's instrumental 1974 cover of The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia, which added horn parts not present in the original song, composed by Russell, and memorably recorded by Vicki Lawrence as a hit single in 1973, and later recorded or re-recorded by Reba McEntire. The lawsuit asserts that the horn elements in the intro and outro of the Schofield version, which make up the backbone of the Cena theme, are not present in the Russell version and were sampled by Dutton in 2003 to produce the base of what became one of the most recognizable wrestling theme songs. Kim Schofield says her family didn't know about the sampling until 2015, when a reporter writing a story about Cena's theme contacted her. Dutton's own account confirms that he sourced the Schofield recording when he produced Cena's theme. In a 2021 YouTube video, he shows the Schofield album cover while explaining how he looped its intro and outro to build the beat. Dutton says that, in the video, he says that he was paid $60,000 up front for his work on the song. A more recent ESPN article says that Dutton was paid $30,000 for 3 beats. Schofield is now asking the court to void the agreement that she made with WWE in 2017, saying the company withheld information about the long-term use of the sample and an upcoming national ad campaign. According to the lawsuit, WWE finalized its agreement with her just 2 days before a Toyota television ad featuring Cena's theme premiered. The family, who live in Canada, say they were never told about the campaign and only learned of it later as the ad did not air there. WWE allegedly told the Schofields the song had limited value and dismissed their request for writing credit as greedy and opportunistic. Schofield, who represents herself in the case, which is never a good idea, says that she hired an IP attorney on contingency, but that after months of exchanges with TKO and its counsel, the attorney withdrew from the case in April. She is also representing herself in a separate lawsuit filed in September against Sony Music, Epic Records, and others over what she says is an unlicensed use of the same horn arrangement in a recent track by artist Dumar 1K. The Schofield family does not claim ownership of the original Bobby Russell composition. Instead, they assert that specifically the intro and outro are the Schofield's original copyrightable work. I'm going to skip down a little bit. And this is getting in the weeds here, but I just find this fascinating how messy this kind of stuff can be. In addition to asking the court to invalidate the settlement with WWE, Schofield is also seeking to recover damages in excess of $150,000. The lawsuit also claims WWE violated the terms of the 2017 contract by releasing a 2019 version of The Time Is Now under a different title, The Champ Is Here, which the complaint says included a newly recorded imitation of the horn portion. Schofield says that's a type of reuse that the settlement prohibited. And she did not respond to a request for a copy of the 2017 settlement, which has not been filed with the court. I don't know if this woman has a case or not. It sounds like she might. The horns in that 1974 song, by the way, are unmistakable. Like, it is exactly the same as what you hear in the John Cena theme. So if they are in the wrong here, if they are in violation of some sort of agreement, this is going to get settled out of court. I'm sure this will end up being settled out of court. She'll get some more money. The Billboard story says that Cena's theme also samples heavily from Mash Out Posse's 2000 hip-hop classic Ante Up. MOP filed suit against WWE in 2008 for copyright infringement over its use of the Brr Abadoo sample from the... Yeah, I really just did that. That sample from the song. Yeah, that's where it comes from. That's where it comes from. See, today I learned that that's what it actually says. Brr Abado, apparently. And here I thought it sounded like apple juice all these years. I thought they were yelling apple juice at the beginning of the fucking song. Oh, man. They claim they initially turned down requests to sample their song. Then WWE went to the publishing holder and got the clearance to use it from the president. But MOP claimed that the clearance was illegal since an office worker who misrepresented his position there was the one who actually granted WWE permission. Was the guy who works the copy machine claiming to be the president of the company? Because that's wild if that's the case. Anyway, they later dropped the lawsuit, probably because they got paid. But I could not find any information on any kind of settlement. So if they did get paid, apparently they kept it very quiet. So we'll see. John Cena is not going to come out next week to his Doctor of Thugonomics theme. They're not going to Def Rebel John Cena in his final match. He will come out to his theme song, but in the end, I think somebody will get paid and this will be put to bed. I got a quick Bianca Belair update for you. She is sorely missed on SmackDown right now. During a Q&A on her Instagram story, she was asked about the status of her finger injury. She said, "It's getting fixed," but gave no context if that means she's having surgery or she already had surgery to fix it. I know she was hoping that it would heal on its own, but it took a lot longer than anybody expected. She didn't actually break her finger, by the way. She broke her knuckle. The joint is what she broke. She thought that it would be 8 to 12 weeks. It's been 8 months. And she also said that she gained 20 pounds during her time off, but she has already lost half of it.